I love the responsibility of the job. I think the important thing is that whilst individually I have the accountability, I have a really good team around me. That's the crucial bit that makes it all work. It's not down to any individual, it's a good team effort that makes everything work on a day-to-day basis.
I thoroughly enjoy it. It's very challenging. When you stop and think about it, will it, as I say, be like when you're doing radar or ops supervising? Yes, there's a whole list of accountabilities that we as OSs have, as the supervisors have, obviously for the safety and expedition of the aircraft, as well as, and importantly, the well-being of the staff working with us in the ops rooms.
In its broadest sense, terminal control is responsible for all aeroplanes in the southern part of the UK below 24,000 feet effectively. And more importantly, all of the arrivals and departures to the major London airports, those being Heathrow, Gatwick, Stansted, Luton. We also do London City, Biggin, Southend, Southampton, and we stretch as far north as Birmingham and East Midlands.
I try and describe it as a wedding cake. Think of a wedding cake turned upside down. We are, in terminal control, the smallest tier, with other tiers of the cake above us, and we are sat over the southeast of England, so all the people around the room here are working to get the aircraft in and out of the 5 major airfields, as well as those overflying and transiting, joining and leaving controlled airspace as well.
The atmosphere is an interesting thing, because I always say that I know how the room is running by the level of noise. Now normally, and this is a thing that strikes most people who come in here, they expect an air traffic control centre to be a noisy hubbub, much akin to a stock exchange. But it's completely the opposite. It's normally like a library, very deathly quiet. There are some occasions where that changes. When the weather's really bad, the noise levels are slightly higher, but that's a function of more sectors are open, more people are working, and there is more non-standard coordination that needs to take place. So that goes hand in hand with the weather.
When you then have the unpredictable nature of weather as it is in this country coming through, and the time we were filmed, it was very bad storms coming through, and the unpredictable nature of that, of course, means that the whole room has another layer of complexity, dealing with whether it be over on the north or the south or on the airports, the actual weather is hitting, where it's going to go next, where it's been, how we're clearing up the aftermath of the weather going through. And then of course you've got the recovery period afterwards. When the weather's gone, you've still got to get the traffic back in.
I can think of countless examples of things that I've done which are far more stressful than controlling aeroplanes. Standing in front of a camera is more stressful for me than controlling aeroplanes. I guess it comes down to training. It must do, because everybody does say it's a really stressful job, but actually it really isn't. Once you learn how to do the job, it's not stressful. There are things in day-to-day life which I get far more stressed about than coming to work.